And we did it. Right around an hour 20, hour 22. Wait, what? All right, welcome back. Today we're playing Outer Wilds with the Archipelago Randomizer again. And this time we're doing something I haven't done before, a couple different things I haven't done before, and we'll go over that in just a moment. But before I do, I just wanted to offer a quick spoiler warning. If you haven't played Outer Wilds or its DLC Echoes of the Eye, and you plan on doing so, then please turn off this video, don't watch any videos on it, don't listen to anything about it, and instead play it for yourself with a completely fresh perspective. I promise you, you won't regret it. This is definitely a game that deserves that. And then afterwards, come back here and we'll do our random expedition in new and different ways. So we'll see how this goes. And let's begin then. I'm Jacoby, and we'll get things underway. So unlike any other playthrough I've gone through so far, this one will be different to a degree, and I don't know fully how that will be yet. You see the information at the bottom of the screen that just refers to the Know My text, and we'll go over that if you haven't seen any of these before once we cross it. All right, you can see up there, first off, you see the clouds, and that's just a mod that I have in here, and I'll go over that in a moment. Everything else looks pretty much the same. Let's get started here. If you haven't played a randomizer before, what it does is it takes a game like Outer Wilds, which is based entirely off of gaining knowledge of the world around you and solving puzzles with that, and it turns that knowledge into items you have to acquire via these checks. Like this one here where I'll talk to Tephra and play the hide-and-seek game with them, even though I can't because I don't actually have a signal scope yet. And that's the thing, is I don't have a signal scope, I don't have a translator, I don't have these things, even simple things like quantum imaging that I know or don't know at the beginning of these games. Instead, it's something I have to acquire. So that's what makes something like the Archipelago Randomizer special, is that it takes this kind of game that doesn't quite have the replay value that most other games do, simply because you already know everything, and it allows you to replay it again and again and again and get these different results each time. So here's another check, and it is a HUD corruption trap. So that doesn't really mean anything for me right now. I don't have much of a HUD, but you'll see those from time to time too. Those coral colored ones down there at the bottom, they are the traps, and we hope we don't get those. So let me kick my flashlight on here. As I'm going down here, I'll go ahead and pause it just so you can see everything. I've got 2 out of the total 87 checks spread throughout this entire solar system. And you can see those 2 on the left side there. I've got the mods I always work with here, which are the randomizer, the custom ship log modes that come with it, and then the timber hearth forest, which is that cloudiness you saw with the atmosphere up at the top right when I woke up. And then you have enable meditation. If I want to use it, I'm going to try not to. And visible strangers. So for any Echoes players out there, this way I don't run into that giant spacecraft up in the sky, because it's kind of freaky when you do and you don't see it. For now, here's another check going into the 0G cave and repairing this here supposed space junk. And this will be the last one. Didn't quite pop myself up there, did I? This will be the last one until we speak with Hornfells and get the launch codes from them. And those launch codes will be the launch codes. Unless I have a different setting applied, they will always be launch codes. So that won't change. And then from there, we'll be able to hop in our spacecraft. The one big change, I've kind of buried the lead here, apologies for that, but the one big change I've made with this playthrough is I don't have a suit that I'll immediately be able to put on once I get in the ship. So this is sort of a semi-suitless run. I do not know when I'll get that suit. It may be here before I get to, well, not now before I get to Hornfells, because that was the last one, but before I get off this planet, or before I get off these two planetary bodies, or, you know, the planet and the moon itself. Or who knows? It's all kind of up in the air. I've never done this before, and that's the other new thing about this is a suitless run, which I haven't shown on this channel, but it's also a run I've never done before, not even for practice. So this will be very, very interesting to see how things go, because I like to usually play... See you later, Dawson. I like to usually play a type of setting or a different way of approaching the randomizer before I, if you will, go on air. So this is definitely a new way of doing things for me. I'm a little outside of my comfort zone just because I like to be a little more prepared usually. But yeah, like I said, we'll see how it goes. And once again, up here, this is not Gossin. Hornfels will have the launch codes for us, and that does not change. And I'll also show what else. Oh God, I knew I was going to do it. I knew I was hitting it too fast. Okay, come on. No, no, I kept hitting it. Now I'm just going to keep repeating the same thing. God, these text changes, it's so hard for me to get past them sometimes. Here's our map. It's the normal map. We have most everything normal this run, as far as the map, the warp pads on Ember Twin, they are normal, no randomization there, no randomization with Dark Bramble's layout, things like that. Obviously, Ghost Matter's going to be randomized, so I definitely want the Ghost Matter wavelength applied to my camera whenever I can get a hold of that. I'm trying to think of anything else that I normally randomize that isn't this go round. The translator. I'll have a universal translator, so I'll have one size fits all, like I've said before. And so whenever I get a translator, I'll be able to translate anything in the solar system. I'm trying to make it a little easier, closer to the default settings, just because I have not done suitless before. And I don't know what to expect. So let's see what Hal has for us. Boosteration upgrade. That's great once we get a suit. I don't know what we'll do in the meantime. I guess I don't have to be concerned because I do have the launch codes. So I can take my ship, really anywhere on Timber Hearth, because Timber Hearth is nothing but oxygen. Look at all the trees. So that's good. Outside of this, I'm not sure. I know there are definitely patches of different planets that do have trees, and wherever a campfire is, you're probably going to see trees there. So, like I said, don't quite know what to expect, but we'll see how it goes. As far as the rules go for this game, I almost grabbed my suit that isn't there. So yeah, I've gotten no suit on me or anything like that. I don't think I've checked the ship log the past couple times, just at the very beginning to refer to it. Or I've checked the last playthrough. I checked it throughout the gameplay. But our mission is Song of the Nomai, which means we have to talk to Solanum at the 6th location and then take the warp core with us to warp the vessels to the eye of the universe. And at that point, we've beaten the game. So as we can see, okay, I'm seeing there's I think at least, a lot more red on these now. I won't dig into them to find out what it all is, but I'm assuming the game, or I should say the randomizer's logic, has taken into account that I won't be able to breathe on most of this planet and most of this planet and things like that. So I'm assuming it's taken those things into account. You can see here Dark Bramble, Outer Wilds. The Outer Wilds are things like the Interloper, the Quantum Moon, the Whitehole Station. Dark Bramble, even though it's showing red entirely, that's not necessarily to say I can't get anything on there yet. Probably not in my current state, of course, but look at that. There's our stranger, by the way. That was perfect timing for us to see it rise in the sky. I've been meaning to say this, but the stranger looks a whole lot to me like a giant alloy wheel on a car with a drum brake behind it. If anybody knows what drum brakes are, I think a little more old school style brakes, but that's exactly what that looks like to me. Some big old 18-inch rim with an old school brake behind it. Anyway, I'm getting off track. So with Dark Bramble, for instance, I know that I can get to Feldspar and the jellyfish just outside of where Feldspar is without needing anything that you'd normally need for Dark Bramble, like certain signals and things of that nature, just because I know a back entrance there, and maybe the ship log isn't taking that into consideration. So that's just something to consider there. I've already injured myself getting out of my ship because I do not have my suit, I'm assuming. Let's see what Tektite has. Tektites, they don't want to be on camera, clearly, as you can see. And this is one of potentially many checks that we can get that may be our spacesuit. I'm assuming. Like I said, no real idea yet. I'm going through the normal motions here, as I know to do. So the next one is going to be here at the Deep Space Radio Tower, and it's going to be this note by the campfire. See, these are all pretty. I keep wanting to like jump and wait, where am I? There we are. I keep wanting to jump and like boost just to kind of move faster. So that's another thing. I guess I'm going to be moving a little bit slower since all I can do is walk on foot. Oh, there it is. There it is. Thank God. I wasn't sure how long it would take. There's a part of me that was hoping I'd have to give it a little bit of effort, but at the same time, you know what? We'll keep it in there for now, and let's at least go through the rest of this planet. If not elsewhere. We'll see. So I'll go straight ahead here, and the final check that I can usually get without a translator here on Timber Hearth is going to be... Where is it? Did I just pass it? I did. What's wrong with me? It's going to be Chert's sign up here. Did I just smash it? I did. Whoops. There you go. Oh, that's a good parking job. Let's... Oh my God, no. I almost leapt off the edge of this because I forgot I didn't have my spacesuit. Oh, I'm waiting for that to bite me in the butt one of these times. Oh, that would have been really bad. Let's see. We'll go up here and see what Chert has for us. God, I so want to just jump down there now, but I can't. I gotta kind of take it a little easier. This is what happens when you get older. You gotta be a little more cautious, he says as he leaps across this chasm. All right, we are good here on Timber Hearth. We're gonna go up and say hey. I'm not gonna get that yet. We're gonna go up and say hey to Esker on our moon. There it is. The Attlerock. Now, Esker, fortunately, has a bunch of trees around them. So, at least with this, I'll get some oxygen. I'll be around it. I'm sure I'm okay here. Maybe not. I'll park right here. And then hop out. There we go. Get the fuel tank up here. That's another check. Oh, I don't have my spacesuit on, so I can't do that. That's really interesting. Well, I'll at least do this. Get a couple of jumbo mallows here. Oh, that was close. So used to having a spacesuit. Well, you don't need a spacesuit to roast some mallow. That's the first burnt green mallow I've had. Let's try that again. I can't believe I did that. I'm an embarrassment to the Hearthian race. Ah! Careful. And that'll do for now. There we go. Try fitting that in a spacesuit. All right. That was kind of mean. I didn't mean to shame you there, Esker. I guess I'll pop on the spacesuit now because I kind of need it to get that fuel tank And then, oop. Oh, good. Maybe I was better off without it. All right. Yeah. It's a supernova. We've all seen them. So that's a trap. Just like the HUD trap earlier, the HUD corruption trap. We will get 3 different types of items. Or I should say 3 different types of checks. One of them is items, the other are abilities, and then the final one are traps. Final ones are traps. So you can get items like the signal scope, the translator, things like that. Or you can get a boost duration upgrade, which is more of an ability, or quantum, well, I guess quantum imaging, they approach it like it's an item, or at least a fix for your camera, that kind of a thing. And then finally the traps. So, thanks, Slate. So you don't want to get traps. The 2 worst ones, I would argue, I mean, you could say the supernova one's a pretty bad one, but I would say the 2 worst ones are the audio trap of the anglerfish screaming at you, which always catches me off guard, and the worst of all, ice physics. If you watched my last playthrough, you'll see how much I can't stand that. Ice physics is the worst, especially if you're on Giant's Deep, because Giant's Deep doesn't hold back. That 2 times gravity while you're slip sliding around, that is not fun. All right, let's go over here. We've already visited Esker. Well, you know what? I might try to go back here at another point to see if I can get Solanum with a big head on her and see how that, because I haven't seen her with the big head mode yet. Just because I haven't been able to time it out. We'll see how we do. All right, so I don't have the translator yet, but as you can see here, it does show color coding. So this one is, last time I said teal, we're not calling this teal. We're calling this cyan, because that's what it is. And they're the original puzzle game makers for Myst, Riven, Myst 3 Exile, starring Brad Dourif. And so we want to pay homage to them. This color is cyan. So the cyan color is usually something really simple like oxygen refill or a marshmallow or something like that. So I can't translate that yet, but the one line there that is colored cyan will be a type of check like that once I can. So let's see what this guy gets us. Rebex. Oh, speaking of which, there's a cyan one right there, oxygen refill. So they are helpful or can be helpful, and you know, marshmallows get you health, unless it's a burnt marshmallow. Why do I do this every time? Like, get out of here. Oh, I didn't get the North Pole. Actually, I did not approach this the normal way I do. There it is. I was looking for Chert's Crater. There are 2 more checks over here. One with the fuel tank and the other with Chert's recording. We'll see what they are. Fuel capacity upgrade, not going to complain. We've got 100% now with both our fuel and our boost. So that's really great. And we've got a quantum moon signal as well. I have said in the past that signals aren't something that we really care for. That isn't quite the case, as we've been kind of doing some trial and error here into figuring out certain, what I thought were, at least looked to me, to be issues with, I guess maybe kind of glitches with I don't want to say glitches with the randomizer. I figured something was up. I just didn't know what it was. And if you don't have a signal for something, let's say for Chert or for quantum, the tower shard, the quantum tower shard on Brittle Hollow, then you won't be able to scan those things with your ship. You will be able to scan them with your normal signal scope, but just not with your ship. At least that's in my experience so far. So, was I going to do anything down there with Esker? I think that was it for now. Oh! Actually, I'm going to try to do better with my hints this time. Because I am doing hints. And yeah, let's see what Esker has for hints. I really am trying to get times down. I did terribly last time. Museum shard, because I just didn't remember who had what. I didn't remember that Rebek had the quantum frequency, and I just got thrown all around. It was embarrassing last time. I watched it over while I was editing. I was like, what is this? Coordinates. So coordinates are at the museum shard signal, or scan the museum shard signal. Coordinates. And those are very important, obviously, to getting to the end of the game. So we need a signal scope and that frequency, the quantum frequency. There's also something important at Galena's radio signal. Okay, that's another important item. Both of them are coordinates and whatever this may be. This, of course, being something I can only obtain by getting the signal scope and the hide and seek frequency, so I can actually scan both Tephra and Galena from there. So something to keep in mind. I think we're done here. With that, we don't have anything in particular that could really... let's see. Let's go to Giant's Deep. Why not? Giant's Deep's fun. And we'll talk to Gabbro and see what they have for us. So we'll first start with the orbital probe cannon. We can only do one thing there, and that's, of course, enter it. We can't translate anything to do with the... Oh, that's an island popping up there. I thought that was the cannon. I'm like, man, that's taking forever to get around. There's the cannon. So we can't get the other check in there because it's required a translator. You have to have a translator to read it. So... Whoa! Oh, God, really? Yeah, once again, I'm new here, apparently. Let's try this again, a little more gracefully. So we'll just enter this, and that is what I would call a proximity check. So it's just something where you have to be in a certain area or around something, close to something. And then it'll count it. You don't have to do any particular action. In this case, it's just enter this room. And we got a jetpack fuel refill. Nothing too crazy. I really am going for sub 2 hour. I mean, last time I did an hour 40, not last time, the time before, I did an hour 40. I'm proud to say, but I was also very fortunate to get a lot of stuff early. And then last time I played, I just was really inefficient with a lot of what I was doing there. So that was on me. And then I ended up doing 100% anyway, so it's not like... Either way, I wasn't doing any percent by the end of it. Alright, here's Gabbro. And I've been trying to think of the smartest way to approach these hints. I do think it might be best for me to get any of what I can that's really easy to get. Just really easy to get. I don't have to get everything on the planet. Just get simple things like the fuel here and get the proximity check around Gabbro's ship and things like that. And once I do that, then just come back to Gabbro, see what they have to say about hints, and then I'm assuming that seems like it'd be the smartest thing to do. Oh God, I couldn't remember if I had my suit yet or not. That way, we'll have spent the least amount of time getting things, but also gotten the most we can with the least amount of time, if that makes sense, before asking for hints. That way, if the next thing I get is not coordinates, but something like that, I can't get anything on at the construction yard there. But if it is something like that, and then Gabbro won't be forced to tell me that that's one of the items I could get. If you know what it... Okay, that was rude. Let's go up here. I'm looking for... I'll join you. Let's see. There we go. Park this right here. Yeah, I can walk. Why not? I was tempted to float over there when we were up there, but I knew I didn't have much time. Yeah, we got 100% boost. That's really great. All right, oxygen refill. Not too much. We're getting a lot of real simple stuff so far. Not that that's the end of the world or anything, but we've gotten Statue Island. We can't get to Construction Yard. We could make an attempt with Bramble Island. Last time we screwed up and we parked right over the ghost matter. Let's see if I can be smarter about where I park this time. Let's see. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you, Bramby? That's Gabbro. There we are. Let's see if I can do this, because I can't get past the ghost matter if I go the normal way. Yeah, this is where because I think last time I parked up here like a fool. This time, just like I've done once before, I'm going to see if I can park right here, because that's right next to the fuel tank and everything. Yeah, it's kind of tricky. And it wants to fall off. Yeah, that's the thing. Because I need to be able to get back up to it. You know, this has got 2 times gravity, this planet does, so I can't just park up here and then easily hop back up to it. This might be good right here. This might be good. Oh, it is definitely not good. It's definitely not good. Watch me get myself stuck now. I could wait for it to get launched, but it's probably going to be a while. There are no cyclones around this bad boy. So, what about over here? Either way, I'd have to... Maybe I'll park right here? I'm trying to see the best spot, because there is potential ghost matter right here. I think that's what I missed last time. Yeah. See, where is it? It's right here. That is just asking for it. That is not the best move. Yeah, let's go back over there. Let's go to Gabbro's ship. We'll come back and decide on that one. Gabbro's ship is actually up here. Then I'll go ask Gabbro for some hints. Cave shard signal. Alright, yeah, let's go talk to Gabbro. Also, I want to do, if I know where the quantum fluctuation frequency is, I want to get that soon. Because I'm reminded that there are quantum items on like every single celestial body here. Or just about, at least. So that means I'll have to go back to every single one once I get the frequency. And I'd like to do this in as few trips. Look at that. That was a good parking job. In as few trips as possible. That's the goal, at least. Hey, bro. Time friend. Let's see. Yeah, me too. So, he's going to be at the Statue Island workshop. All right. Distress beacon frequency. That's good. So far, we've got Esker said... I'm already forgetting. Esker said coordinates are at Galena's signal. All right. And distress beacon frequency is at Statue Island. What else? Something important at the control module. Okay. Nice. Were the coordinates at Galena? Or were they... I'm trying to think of what else there was. There were 2 things. This one at Statue Island, which has guaranteed distress beacon frequency. And then something good at the control module. Once I get the text translator. Crap, I can't remember what Esker said about the other thing. Yeah, we'll hold off on Bramble Island. I'm now going back to it and realizing it's not the most solid plan. I want to find something that's a little more repeatable. What do we have? What do we have? There's Timber Heart. There we are. You're who I was looking for. There we are. There we are. Okay, let's see here. I wonder how I would have... I'm sure I would have only been able to go down to the campsite with my... Don't fall into the moon. With my suitless situation earlier. Interesting. I'm really curious, because I would love to do more of these. And also suitless / launch codes. And see how I fare with all of that. Alright, we're going to go down to the mural here. We are doing a leap of faith, but we do have a 100% boost, so that'll be a little bit easier for us. Nice, nice, nice. We did well, we did well. Let's go this way. Let's not. We came over here. Yeah. Come on, you got it. Nice. That was very close. Well, we're doing well. We're doing well. And another feat I am attempting, just like I did last playthrough, is I want to get to the top floor of the Tower of Quantum Knowledge before it sinks into the black hole. I recently practiced a method of doing so, and I've got a little tutorial video on it. That's not to say that it works every time, though. It is still very tough. And this is just the way I do it. I don't know. I'm sure there are plenty of other better ways for all I know, but this is the best way I know how. Let's see, we've got our cannon there for Solanum. Not something we can get yet. There's Rebec, so let's go down. Well, there's the campsite too. Let's go there. Because Rebec has a note here that we can go ahead and whoosh. We can go ahead and read. And that'll be a check. Ah! Okay, last time I also did another embarrassing thing. These are things I always see in editing, and I feel like such a fool, a silly fool. Silent running mode I got at the very beginning of my last run, and thought the entire rest of the way through that I didn't have it. So I know now that I have silent running. Let's not forget. Even though I've already forgotten one of Esker's hints. Alright, let's see. Whoa, I was right here. What am I doing? Yeah, let's go. Right up here. Oh, careful, careful. That was close. Alright, we'll park here. Say hey to Rebec. Grab some fuel to get a check. Hey, Rebec. Know my warp codes. That's a big one. That's really awesome. I'm going to hold off on talking to Rebec. I probably didn't need to come here yet. I should have thought of that better. I should have gotten the other things that I know I can get without needing anything, as far as like a tool, like a translator or anything like that, and then come to Rebec. That way I'm trying to be more efficient about this. I'm trying to optimize this a little better. It's not an official speed run or anything like that, but still, I'm trying to get quicker with it. That way these videos aren't 2.5 hours long. All right, we've got 2 checks here. We've got the fuel tank and the note. Fuel tank, imaging rule, that's really good. And, oh, the best. That's even better than imaging rule. We got a marshmallow. All right, no, let's go to the southern observatory up on the surface. There's another quick, easy check there. And then finally, we'll go to the Hanging City, and there is a quick proximity check just by entering it. And from there, we will go down to Rebec and see what they have for hints. Thanks. Okay, you see how ship damage trap is a coral color? It's not really a pink color. It's got a little bit of red in it, so it's, or a little more red than pink does. It's kind of that coral color. So there's nothing here I need to worry about. Anything else? What do I got? Porthole, oxygen tank. So I realized I had said last time that I think the color coding isn't always right. I think I was mistaken about that. It probably is always right. It's just that whenever you get a trap, it'll show up no matter what color you have. So you can have the paint color, you can have cyan, you can have like a dark blue or anything like that, and it could surprise you and say, nope, instead it's an actual trap, and those are the coral color. And so I think that's thrown me off before. So I think that's what's really going on with the color coding. It's all correct, it's just that traps can screw with you. Ooh, I don't know what I was gonna get Hanging City anyway, so that's fine. Let's go up here. We still don't have a translator, no signal scope. Those are the two most important items we can get. Well, next to our suit. Rebeck signal. It's all right, it's all right. Whoa. Now we'll get a hint or two. So, Gabbro said the control module has something that's really important, or important. And then they also said that under Statue Island, we're gonna find, what was it? Distress beacon frequency. I can't forget these things. I'm amazed how quickly I forgot what Esker said. I don't care about this, so I'm not gonna even look at it really. Also something useful at the shrine. That's just something useful, so I'm not too concerned with it. So if it's not something important, I'm not gonna really try to remember it. Useful just usually means, if I'm not mistaken at least, where am I going? How did I get in here? If I'm not mistaken, it means something like boost duration upgrade, or fuel upgrade, or oxygen capacity upgrade, things like that. It's helpful to get your journey done more easier. But more easier? I'm not going to delete that because I deserve to have said that. It'll get your journey accomplished more quickly. it's efficiently. But it isn't necessarily something that fully helps you. I know I'm doing a speedrun-ish thing here, but I want to find out where that Nomai is. I'm sure it's in one of the volcanoes. With the T2 thumbs up, the Terminator 2 thumbs up. Yeah, I think it's probably in one of the actual volcanoes. I would assume. I'm just gonna go to the other three real quick because I am very curious. I could just look it up online, of course. Let's see, is anything in here? It might not even be low enough yet for all I know. Oh my god, what am I doing? I honestly forgot which one I got. No, forget it. I give up. I'll get these two if I haven't checked them already, which I'm pretty sure I may have. And then I'll be off from there. Let's see, are you in here? Well, this is in here. But is it in here with this? I'll have to look it up online. I'll find it somewhere. Alright, we're done there. Whoa. You're a nice bright red. Am I hearing end times? Yeah, I think I am. You know what? We've already endured one supernova. I'm not going to do this again. I don't want Ash Twin, I want the sun. Always a good time, that. All right, we're done there. That was good. It was a pretty decent loop. Yeah. Now we have imaging. This means we could land on the quantum moon, but that's it. But that could be a check. So, and it has been an important one before. Let's not forget it. And the interloper has also been twice before. We've gotten important things there, like really important ones. So, and the same with the deep space satellite. So let's not wait on our quote-unquote other category of locations. If we can go somewhere that isn't a primary planet or moon, let's still do it. I don't have the text translator, so I can't do certain things, but if I see a quantum moon, I'm going to try to land on it. And then let's see what else. All right, yeah, let's just go to the Twins then. We've done, I think, as much as we can at Brittle Hollow and Giant's Deep. So we'll say hey to Chert, get a quick hint or two from Chert, and explore Ember Twin. We have the warp codes. We have the Know My Warp codes. This means once you start draining of a little more sand, I'll be able to enter the ATP, and that is a check itself. I can go ahead and get the Sunless City. You can do a proximity one just by entering it. Screw it, I'm going here. I see ya. I told myself if I see the moon, and it is right here, so why not? Let's see here. Electrical insulation. That is big. That's good. If I get tornado aerodynamic adjustment, then I am good to go to the core. Oh boy. Let's see if I can outrun it. Alright, I'm going to try to slingshot back around to the Twins. Because I somewhat foolishly just hung out over the sun for... Oh, there you are. Cool, we got the quantum moon at least landing on it. That's good. There's Sun Station. So we will now do a few things here on Ember Twin. And from there, depending on how much time's passed, I may probably go to Chert before Ash Twin drains of too much sand. Just because I don't feel like waiting all that long. Alright, we've got two here that we can get right now. One is a fuel tank, and the other is a recording... Is it Chert or Rebec? It's Chert, yeah. Rebec's got a few of them scattered around, so it kind of throws me off. And you. Nothing there. We'll translate this when we're able to. It is cyan color, so I'm not too concerned with it. It's probably like a marshmallow or something like that. But either way. I mean, in all honesty, we don't have to get it. We're not necessarily going to get all 87. Also, I do the rules, usually. I put together a lot of, like, arbitrary rules of my own, such as don't look at the map except for the very first time when I show it to you. Don't look at the ship log except for the very first time I show you. Don't use match velocity. Don't do any hints and things like that. But, you know, this time, I'm just like last time, kind of aiming more for speed. Even though last time I could have fooled anyone there with that. Because I was taking my time. I shouldn't have talked to Chert yet. I don't know why I did that. I'm just saying hi, Chert. There, I'm gonna get you first. Ooh! That's the hint Chert would have given to me, too, is that Chert's fuel tank has something important in it. And I think all the important items are in pink, like you see Signal Scope is there. What else can I get? Sunless City? I didn't mean to come back here. I should have gotten Sunless City first. You know what? Just because I am trying to be efficient, I'm just gonna get the hint now. Both of them. Whoa. All right, here we go. What do you got for me, Chert? I don't care about that. I'm not even going to look at what... Guys, the Escape Pod 3 signal doesn't... Oh! Shoot, what did they say about the second one? Something important at the text wall... Okay. Of the Hourglass Twin Tower on Ash Twin. Okay. All right. Something important there. Don't forget that. Something important on that text wall. Now, I have a signal scope, and this is the second time I'm going back. Totally forgot I had a signal scope. Let's scan Chert. Entanglement rule. Ah, if it weren't far enough along, I'd head down there. Yeah, I think it's too far along. I'm already seeing enough of the top of Ash Twin there. I think the lake bed cave is done for. But I do have entanglement now. So that's good to know. Do I have anything else? Nope. Well, I scanned Chert. I'm good there. To remember that I scanned Chert. I didn't scam Chert. Let's see here. Oh, it's right. It's on the other side over here. So, let's go to the Sunless City and just enter it real quick so we can get a check there. I don't know. Is there anything else here? I don't think there's anything else on Ember Twin. Because I've gotten the North Pole, I've gotten the South Pole. All have entered in here. I say it every time, but ghost matter is randomized, but it is not in here. For some reason, this room just doesn't randomize. It'll always be right there. So you can safely hop down here. One day I'm going to realize that it is randomized, but only like 1% of the time, and I'm going to drop down there and burn to death. Well, that's pretty good. I'll take it. Let's see if I can get into the high energy lab. Because I want to, with as limited time as we have in each of these loops, take advantage of everything you can. I can't believe I got the translator already. That's awesome. I was just a little too late. No worries, no worries. Let's at least say hey to a fishy that we also forgot last playthrough that we had already gotten. Excuse me. This one's always... No, this is cyan. Never mind. Jetpack fuel refill. Okay. And we don't have the ghost matter wavelength, so we can't do the shrine yet. But that is not a problem. Oh, oops. Let's go this way. This is great, though. We've got the translator. Let's see. Where else? Nothing in here. We can translate the Hourglass Twins tower on Ash Twin, and that's an important one. We don't know what yet, I don't think. We'll go ahead and call Clary home. Bonk. And get that check. Our translator, once again, is universal, so it's not per planet, which I do love doing, but when I'm kind of going a little crazy with these extra things like this, if I can help it, I won't. Deep space radio frequency, that's good. That's good. We've got that now. So we can get the satellite and the radio tower. And we'll go, well, nice job, Jake. Got a drunken spaceship. All right, we're good there. I'd go to the South Pole. I don't care about it, though. I really am not trying to get 100%. That's not what this is about. I can't get... I don't think I can get to Coleus's cave until I learn... You know what I mean? Until I get the lake bed cave. Because at that point, you'll have learned about entanglement and what that all is. And so then Coleus's cave is accessible in the game itself. So I don't think I can travel to Coleus's cave any other way. Let's go to Ember Twins Tower here. There is a... Don't you dare. Okay, at least it landed here. Yep, it does look like something important. It does look pinkish, fuchsia-ish. Let's pop it in here. What do we have? Quantum. Okay, we've got quantum. Let's not squander that. I can enter here too, can't I? This will get a check. No, it's just an eject button. Everything in here looks normal, as it should. I always... Okay, don't walk that way. Don't walk that way. When I get out of here, I need to turn right. I think I screw that up every time. Turn right. I think I do, at least. Yeah, because I think it automatically positions me in there a specific way. We've got the quantum fluctuations frequency. I won't... God. Since it'll only take a second and it could be some... No, I won't worry about it. I was gonna say I'm gonna try to not. I was gonna try to scan the quantum shard, but then I thought about it, and the very next opportunity I get to go to Ember Twin, I'm doing the lake bed cave. So if I'm doing the lake bed cave, I'm obviously scanning it, and that won't be very long from now, and I've got enough to hold me over till then. So that's think efficiently. Think efficiently. So you guys, I think it's spinning the opposite way, so I think I should be running right into him. I could be completely wrong about that. Trying to get to the control module. I think I was wrong about that. Yeah, I think I was. Where are they? Yeah, we're looking for the... There you are. Okay, No, it's going in the complete opposite direction I thought it was. I don't know. So we'll land on here. Get that check real quick. And remember, Statue Island's got an important one. Or, what does Statue Island have? Distress beacon? Yeah, I think so. Wow, we're getting signal scope, all these frequencies. Whoa. And the translator. Ooh, we're doing pretty well. What are we at? 52-ish minutes? 50, 52 minutes? Something like that in our run. So let's see if we can really get this one down. We need the coordinates. We need silent running. We already have it. and I'm happy to go back to my ship log this time and check whenever I need to. And I should have done that more last playthrough. So I don't think we know what's in here, right? Or is this a distress beacon? No, I don't think we know what's in this. Ah. I understand the game thinks that's important, but that's one of those things I just bypass because I know my way around Dark Bramble enough. I don't need to follow Feldspar's signal, to follow the Escape Pod 3 signal, anything like that. I just need silent running, and I am good. Yeah, I'm good. So that's what I need. I need the Know My Warp codes, which I have, silent running, which I have. I also need the Warp Core installation manual, which I do not have. So that's what we're still trying, and I need to beat Selenum. That's right, of course. And I've got one of the things that allows me to do it. I still need the 6th location, Shrine Door codes. I don't need the Scout. I don't need the Know My Grave. I do need the Quantum Shrine because I need to get to Selenum. And I got the Distress Beacon frequency. Oh, I'm about to get it, actually. Not that that matters, though. I don't need that. Yeah, silent running mode. Warp codes. Yep. Did I have the coordinates? Yeah, I think I got the coordinates. Coordinates are randomized, so... Do I see coordinates anywhere? Yeah, there they are. Okay, I do not have the coordinates yet. I must have been thinking of something else. It's good to know that I don't have the coordinates. All right. So I need the installation manual and the coordinates. Was there anything else? I think that might have... Whoa! I swear I saw an island up there in the sky, so... A castle in the sky. Okay, can't do anything with you yet. I just don't want to risk it, honestly. Wait a minute. How close are you? Getting closer. Yep. Let's do this. I'm ready. I'll float over. Wait, are you going away? Damn you. I thought I was getting closer. Ah, I was so excited there. No biggie. We'll head to Statue Island. Let me go ahead and scan Gabro. And then will be done here. Oxygen refill. Yeah, like I said, we'll go to both the... What's it called? I want to say shipyard. Construction yard. Whoa, we're getting laggy. Construction yard. There are no cyclones around that. Okay, no worries, no worries. We'll go there and then Statue Island. Well, they're both right next to each other. Oh, I can only stay here so long. I just sometimes I'll get down on Giant's Deep, and then my computer will not like me until I get out of there. Ah, this is nothing. I already know it's nothing. It's cyan colored, and that's not going to help me in any way. I'm starting to get better at that. If I'm not doing 100%, if I see something that's clearly a cyan color, I won't worry with it. Whoa. All right. Goodbye. Uh-oh. I've got a bad feeling about this. Whoa! Where'd it go? There was Statue Island. No, there's the construction yard. Maybe Statue Island's just moving fast. God, I swear it was right next to it. Oh, God, it really is moving quickly. So I've already gotten Gabbro's statue. We'll go under here now and get the distress beacon frequency. Yeah, I don't think I can ever get up there easily, so I just have to land there. Let's see, what else? I mean, I guess I could technically get... I do have the signal scope. I do have the signal scope and silent running mode. Yeah, I could get everything in Dark Bramble right now if I wanted to. That's a good idea. Let's do it. We've gotten both of our hints from here. We're good here. Yeah, and then that'll allow me to scan Feldspar at the same time and get... Whoa! That is is that the first time I've come out of the planet and hit those? I have hit them before, but not just coming straight out of the planet. So I think that's the first time. Like I've hit those coming out of the planet, but it was right when I was going in, then I kind of popped back out. I've never just exited and smacked into them. All right, where is Bramble? Good, I'm not that far away either. Let's go to the South Pole. We'll start with the South Pole so we can talk to Feldsby. And then from there, we'll head into the main area. I don't have Shrine Door code, so I can't do anything there. I don't have the Ghost Matter wavelength, so I can't jump on the Interloper. Let's pop down here. I'm hoping I can be quick enough to knock out all of this on Bramble. I have my doubts, though. Before the supernova, that is. So let's get this first. We've got 2 checks here next to the jelly. And then we've got another one. Actually, 2 more. 1 fuel tank next to Feldspar, and then 1 is scanning Feldspar. Nothing there. Ghost Matter wavelength. Awesome. Yes. The Interloper has held... Say it again. The Interloper has held secrets before. Really important ones. So I don't want to pass up an opportunity if I can help it. So we'll go down here. Thank you. We'll meet up with Feldspar. I don't know how Feldspar has ever been able to fly in that thing. It's got like one thruster on it. All right. Yeah, here we are. All right, we got our fuel tank. Excuse me. Got our fuel tank here. 4-4. Instantly. Yes, now all I need is coordinates. Actually, you know what? I want to not do this yet. I want to first... I should have already gone through Dark Bramble. Actually, it's... Oftentimes there's nothing in Dark Bramble, from what Feldspar tells me. Let's just get past the normal introductory text. And I'll just say, no, I'm good real quick. Scan. Okay, that was nothing. Okay, I just wanted to see. That way I can open up options for the hints. The best I know is oxygen refill. There you go. I don't even need to go further in. Nothing else of value around here. Thank you, Feldspar. I can always count on you to save me some time. I need to find the coordinates. Wow, I'm barely over an hour right now. If I can do this before an hour and a half, I'll be pretty happy. So I've got everything I need now except for those coordinates, and they are randomized. They are randomized, so I can't just enter them in from memory from the base game. So let's see, where do I want to go? Dark Bramble's done. I don't need anything from Dark Bramble anymore until I'm ready to finish the game. The challenge. So the very next thing I'm going to do, you know, it could be the interloper. I've got to keep that in mind. I really have to keep... I'll go over here. I'm going to try to do the tower jump again. Before, like I said, before it hits the black hole. I think it'll already have hit the black hole. I am going more for speed, though. I'll go ahead. If it's here, I'll go ahead and get it. But I'll still try to do the jump later. I know it's a little bit of time wasted, but I just want to do the jump because it's... well, because it's cool. Let's see... Don't you love when you're coming in way too fast? Cool. Can always count on that slowing me down just enough. All right, we've got our song. Where is you? Where's the station? There you are. If I have time and I see the tower, I'll jump over to it. But right now, I'm just wanting to get the White Hole Station. There is the tower. Ooh. I don't think I have velocity match, do I? Oh, I do. Nice. So we'll do this. Down here. Ah, I swear this is always cyan. Therefore, not needed. I'm not gonna get in my ship. If I can see it from here, I'm just gonna float over to the tower. I mean, I might be able to make it in time. Maybe. We are all the way out on the edge of the solar system, so... let's get up here. Ah, who cares anyway? It's cyan. It's oxygen refill or escape pod 2 signal. None of that matters. Alright. Well, we did it! I'd like to at least jump over to the tower if I can, because I want to get better at it too. All right, the beginning of the next loop, we're going to drop down to the lake bed cave, and I say right after that, let's hop on the interloper. I hope I have time. There's also the high energy lab. Was there anything at the high energy lab? Where did I'm trying to remember where Chert said one of the secrets, one of the hints was. One was at the Hourglass Twins on Ash Twin. Where was the other one? Hello, Moon. I don't know. I can't remember. Oh, Coleus' Cave. That's right. I just kind of flew over that one because I didn't care about it. All right, let's go down to you. We'll head over to Ember Twin. I always get out of the atmosphere too late for my liking. And I also have the sun station too. Don't forget that. There we go. All right, let's go up here to Chert. Property Chert. All right, we scanned Feldspar, we scanned Chert, we've scanned... I didn't get Esker. Forgot about that. Oh, I got the translator too, so I could... Actually don't remember where Esker said there were hints. That's right, I had trouble with that one. Let's go down to the Lake Bed Cave. We'll also scan the Quantum Shard while we're there. And then... where else was I? Oh, that's right, Giant's Deep, but I can't... Oh, I do have the quantum fluctuation frequency. Yeah. So I could do the Tower of Quantum Trials. I didn't think of that. I've got imaging, I've got the translator, and I've got that. Yeah, I'm good. Stop here. And then hop over here. And into the zone. The zone. Through here. I know I talked about Stalker, the 1979 Tarkovsky film last playthrough. I totally forgot that there's an actual game called Stalker that's based on Roadside Picnic as well. I've never played it, but apparently it's based on the novel, just like the movie is. Coolio, that's good. Ah, nothing here. Come on. Take me to... Actually, I don't even need to go to Coleus. Well, I need to get out of there either way. I don't remember what they said was in here. I think it's just like, yeah, 3 signal, exactly. It wasn't too much out of our way, so it's not the end of the world. There we go. We've gotten what we need in there. Let's see where the interloper is. If we have time to catch it. If not, we'll do the sun station. Yeah. Or high energy lab. No, there was nothing else of importance here, I don't think. Maybe there was. Okay. I don't care, I'll look at a map if I have to. Oh, it's getting close. Whoa. There it is. It's 10 kilometers away. Ooh, it's not gonna work. Okay, sun station it is. Yeah, we'll do sun station. Or just the sun. Alright, I'll just catch up to it. Come on, don't slingshot. There we go. Yeah, I'm slingshotting a little bit. That's alright. That is alright. This was sort of impromptu, so it's not the end of the world. So we'll hit this. At the next loop, we can maybe try... I don't know, man. We've got the interloper, we've got high energy lab. What did Gabbro say? Control module and under Statue Island. So I've gotten both of those. God, I hate that I can't remember what Esker said. After the embarrassment of last playthrough, me forgetting everything I scene. All right, here we go. There we go. Looking good. Nope, I went a little too... There we are. All set, let's go down here. Oops. Read the prophecy. This was clearly inspired by Sunshine. Like, there's no doubt about it. It had to have been. And maybe Arrival. Haha! Now we can get down to the core, if anything's down there. Yeah, I definitely see this being Arrival. Actually, when did Arrival come out? Probably like mid-20-teens, I think, or something like that. Let's toss ourselves into the sun. That's good there. And then we will... High Energy Lab is a tough one. I think it might be best to assume that High Energy Lab doesn't have anything of too much importance. Let's talk to Esker. I'm trying to think. God, I just need the coordinates. Where are the coordinates? Where are the coordinates? I've gotten hints from Feldspar. I've gotten hints from Rebeck. And Capro. I've gotten hints from everybody, really. What was Rebeck saying, though? Let's find Esker first. Come on now. That wasn't nice. I don't even know if I'm going around the equator right now. I don't think I am. Oh. There we are. I think that was cyan in the on the South Pole there, in the eye signal locator. So I don't think that was anything. The text in there, I don't think that was really worth anything. And what were you saying? Oh yeah, that's right. Coordinate. Oh shit. Let's go there. We've got it. That's it. I can't believe I forgot. That was the one most important thing I needed to remember, and I forgot it. Yeah, that sounds like me. That sounds like me. All right. I remember the Galena part, but not... God, that is so me. All right, let's go to Ash Twin. And I am gonna find my way here soon. There we are. So we'll head to the Twins. They aren't too far away. We'll fall asleep at the far next to Chert, and then we'll beat the game. This one was a quick one, potentially. Should be. Oh, the sand just started pouring. Yeah, this shouldn't be too crazy. I'm really proud. Hopefully we can do it in under an hour and a half. I'm really hopeful. It'd be nice to break that record for, personal best. Now that we're taking this a little more seriously. But not too seriously. Right. Time to nap. Nope, not signal scope. Nap. We'll do this for about 4 or 5 minutes. I don't know, something like that. We'll go grab the warp core, head to Dark Bramble, and then start the universe anew. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Under an hour and a half. Ideally. I mean, it should be. Let's see, did I go straight here? I did after the museum shard, so that should maybe be enough time. Oh, there you are. Nope. That was foolish on my part. There we go. There we go. Bonk. Alright, Ash Twin. Where are you? I already see it. So we'll head over here. Since everything's a little less crazy, I'm more confident setting the ship down in the normal spot on this planet. Because I can be assured that the sand is going to obey the rules. Alright, let's grab ourselves a warp core. There we go. I can't believe I didn't remember the coordinates. God. I think I told myself 3 times as I was remembering them. I need a better system. I need a kind of system that, you know, like, I work better with systems that are relative, I guess. I don't really know how to say it, actually. There we go. All right. So I'm trying to think of how I could have better remembered the coordinates at the museum shard. Where's my ship? There we go. Let's head to Bramble. Whoa. Nice. Yeah, maybe like museum shard. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think like coordinates. There was a sun's... No, there wasn't a core of this, a model sun there, was there? Like a, what do you call it? Like white dwarf or something like that, which isn't a... I don't know if you can call that a core. Anyway, I tried to... word association, I guess, is... I don't know if that's the right way to put it, but something like that. Let's go straight down to the nest. We are good. We are looking A-okay. Here we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll silently go through here. No, we'll head right there. Should be good. I guess I didn't have to worry about the tower. I didn't end up trying that out. Maybe next time. This one's a quick one. It's just, I mean, it's over an hour still, but quick enough. Quick for me, that's for sure. And where are we on? Right there. Right there. I know they start coming toward me right around there if I hit my thrusters, but I don't care. Oh, no landing camera! I never got that. So this is sort of a fewest checks possible rather than as many checks. So that's interesting. Different approach, right? We'll check those right before we warp. Whoa! Get off there. Or out of there. Alright, what do we got? there. Next. Whoa. God, I'm so bad at this sometimes. It's this controller. It's not my fault. Nothing's my fault. Okay, let me try again. Alright, what do we got here? And then... done. Should have been it. How many do we have? 51 out of 87. And... we did it. Right around an hour 20, hour 22. Wait, what? Oh! I forgot to meet Selena. I've never done this before. I've never seen this text before, just because I've always like gone all 87. Well, we've got to do it. So we actually aren't done. This is not going to be under an hour and a half. I can't believe that. Oh, yeah, echoes. We got it. What do we have? We don't have the shrine door codes. Ah! We don't have the shrine door codes. Well, here we are. I don't think we have the shrine door codes. I can't believe I did it and said goal not completed. Oh, it's embarrassing. I think we've gotten all the hints we can. Let's see. All right. We can get there, but we don't have explore the 6th location because we don't have the shrine door codes. Yeah, exactly. So we need those still. Honestly, at this point, all I know to do is my normal stuff. Yeah. So I'd usually go there, and then now I'll scan the grove. I can go here first. And read this text. Oh, I was so excited that I did this under an hour and a half. Only to find out how bloody wrong I was. All good, all good, all good. Yeah, we'll just go down here. We'll go way down here. Yeah. Just need those shrine door codes. Please. Ah, you're nothing. Nothing at all. So we'll scan the Grove Shard. Head up to the moon. The Attlerock. Read the... Actually, no, I think the text on the wall was science, so we don't need to read that. We could scan Esker, though. I think we already did. Can't say for sure. Don't know. This is going around the equator, so either I'm going north or I'm going south. I do not know which. Yeah. Nice. Got the Grove Shard. Marshmallow, thanks for that. Alright, we're done here. Well, that's never a good thing. I said this last time, but this is really cool. You can judge how far along the reactor is, like how close it is to exploding, by if that needle has hit red. It'll hit red fine, but it's once it goes completely horizontal at the very end of red, that's when it blows up. And it just gets hotter and hotter and hotter, or closer and closer to blowing. Let's go up to the Attlerock. Okay. I just can't remember if I scanned Esker, honestly. I'm pretty sure I did, too. Yeah, I did. Actually, I didn't even need to do this. Yeah, I'm good. It says Esker. That's enough for me. Did I get this? man, I'm like repeating everything, aren't I? I don't recall getting this. I don't think I got this. I got this. Yep, I did. Okay, I was wrong. Let's chalk up another one that I forgot. Okay, I'll come back to you later. Actually, I could scan you. For all I know, that may be what I need. No, boost duration upgrade, though. That's nice. Alright. So, we will... Nothing in there. Nothing on my planet back there. Oh, maybe Galena has... I think Galena's got it. So I need to find the hide-and-seek frequency then. That's what that would mean. Shit. Okay. I will go ahead and bring Selenum's ship down. I'm calling her Selenum now just because I said this in the last playthrough, but I looked up the plant that I... No, thank you. Plant that I can't remember if it's a species of plant. That she is named after. That was a dumb move. And... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Did I close the hatch? There. And it said it was a long A in Selenum. Okay. Let's see here. So we'll go in here. We'll translate this. Perfect marshmallow. Lucky us. Blessed with marshmallows. And then now we scan Rebec. And then do a few translations up in the Hanging City. Fuel refill, okay. I'll go ahead and I think I'll fly. I'm trying to think of how I want to get the Black Hole Forge. I still haven't gotten to the Interloper. It might be in the Interloper. I'm already here, so I'm going to do this. But the Shrine Door codes might be in there. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I will start by going up here. Rebec said something of importance was up in the shrine, right? God, I can't remember, though. For all I know, it was the Shrine Door codes. Why is it green? Oxygen capacity upgrade. Lost connection to the AP server. Let's see if it recognizes the next one. We'll go from there. Bonk. Oxygen capacity upgrade. I think they did say it was something useful there. I can't quite remember, though. Step down. Step down. And then we'll head down here. Let's get Selenum's project first. And then we'll head up to the Black Hole Forge. It's nothing. Ooh, that was close. Almost fell down. Let's see if we can do this. Nope. It's all good. We're still here. Honestly, I'll just take the ship up there this time. Either way, both ways are fun. Last two times, I think, I took the forge up there. Like, flew up with it. So, this time I can take the ship. And then, from here... I've already gotten the White Hole Station. I've already gotten the Sun Station. I've gotten as much as I can right now on the Quantum Moon. Really, it's the Interloper. Let's not put off the Interloper any longer. The next, what have you, loop, I'll do it then. So we're good here. Let's get some light. Yeah, the next loop, I'll go straight to the Interloper. I can't think of anything else that I'm really missing. Oh, God, it's nothing. No worries, no worries. What else do we have here? Should I do the the tower jump? Maybe I'll try it and see if it's anything that works out. Hanging City's done, though. Where are you? So we'll head down here. I haven't gotten the Southern Observatory, though. Yeah, let's do that real quick. Yeah, let's do that. I think you are right here, actually. I just see you, yeah. Park here. Drop down. There we go. Not too bad, not too bad. It's amazing how Zelda does this too, and they do it really well. How something can seem so daunting, and is really, until you just get so acquainted with it, and then it's not that anymore. I think it was my favorite games, and this might be a hot take, I don't know, would always go back and forth between Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess. And I know Twilight Princess isn't, I know I didn't need to get that, but I know Twilight Princess isn't like everyone's favorite. I think it's amazing. I think it's so great. Anyway, there's so much I could say about it, but there's one dungeon in there, and it's the Yeti's house, like the mansion or whatever. I can't remember the exact name of it. And you go through there, and it's a dungeon. It takes a while to get through. But once you get all the keys to it, you realize how small it is. And then you're like, oh, okay, I could just walk right through this whole thing. They do a really great job. I don't think I did this right. Okay, you fell down there again. Constantly losing my ship. Whoa. Wait, where's my ship? Ship. Come here. So, yeah. They do a really great job of making something. I mean, they've kind of gone the opposite direction these days with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Those are definitely not your average Zelda games. That's not a good or a bad thing. They just aren't. I mean, I think a lot of people would say that's a good thing because they go back to being much more open-ended, and that's really cool. Open world, truly open world. But I will say that the other Zelda games, like, oh wow, it's right there. Wait, it's right there. I forgot about the deep space stuff. So yeah, they always did a really good job of making very small worlds that they created with very limited hardware feel so much bigger. I will say that was the big gripe I had with Breath of the Wild when it first came out. It's a great game, don't get me wrong, but it is also a very big, kind of empty world. There's a lot of stuff there, I'm not saying there isn't, but it's not quite the same feel as these smaller, denser worlds always were before. So I will give the N64, GameCube, Wii Zeldas that. For sure. Alright, what do we got? Thanks a lot. Well, at least now I know I can catch a ride on the Interloper. I Actually, I don't mind meditating. Who cares? I think that was something at the very beginning. I was like, I'm going to try not to. But then I reminded myself, who cares? Yeah, see how Supernova Trap is more of a coral color rather than the straight pink or what have you of the important items. I think that threw me off before. All right, interloper. Actually, before I do the interloper, I'll do the radio tower, because that's another one of the deep space ones. I'm not even 100% sure that Galena is what the signal there is what I'm wanting. I don't know. I don't know. I was so happy that that I warped there, only to realize. What was I gonna do? The radio tower, and then the interloper. There we are. Can I forgot about the distress beacons. I forgot about them entirely. I always forget about those. What's wrong with me? Whoop. Well, that's exactly what I needed. Cool. I mean, I think it is. I don't know. Let's go down below. This way. So we'll head back into town. Bring it around town. Where are we? Here we are. And then, in a perfect world, I'll get the shrine door codes. We'll see how perfect this world is. I just smack my face into the porch. Let's do it. No, Galena's the important one, but I also do want to get... God, I think that's the worst one I can get. Yep, it is shrine door codes. Yes! Okay, I know I'm losing fuel, so... It's all down there. Boom. Let's find us a quantum moon. We didn't do too much worse on our time. I will say that. That was funny. I still can't get over that. I got all the way. I did the whole thing. All the way to the vessel. But nope. It kills me. Let's see if we can get a quantum moon to show itself. Didn't end up doing the tower jump. That's all right. Actually, you know what? I already know that I've got the game now. Let's do the tower jump. I don't think I'll be able to make it, but I'm gonna try. Because like I said, I want to get better anyway. What is that? The campsite. Here we are. Cool. Over here. There we are. So I'll land up here. This is usually the good spot that I've found, at least. Whoa. Get on up there. All right, let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we have it in us. There we go. I used to stay right here. Aim there. Should be enough for me. And then I'll head this way. And then this way. Haha! I don't think I scanned it up there earlier, so let me at least do that. Oh, I did read it. I said scan, I meant translate. I always get this messed up. I'll do it again then. Got all you. It's taking my... What do you call them? My checks... It's noting them down, so I think that server issue is fixed. There we go. That's the second... Okay, out of the playthroughs I've done, I've only tried that on 2, and this is the second one in a row that I've done it first try. So I'm sure the next time I won't be able to do it at all. That's how that works. What do we got here? Headlight? Oh, I guess I got the landing gear. All right. Let's go to a moon. Can we go to a moon? There we are. I want to get to... Where are you? Ideally, Giant's Deep or Dark Bramble's quantum moon. I mean, are they anywhere around here? Hey, I'll just do Dark Bramble. It's, I guess, the closest. Is it? Yeah, it is. I guess it didn't really matter. I could have done it from Brittle Hollow, but I'm trying to see... Ah, there it was. And there it is. All right. Because Dark Bramble and Giant's Deep, when you land on the South Pole, you can pretty much just walk north, almost to the North Pole. Then get into the shrine, then get to another planet and you're good. You're done. I'll scan it anyway. Oh, I already scanned it, that's right. Nope, not you. I'm gonna keep going north. All the way up here. And I'll go to you. This is the funniest thing, that I went all the way to the eye of the universe and realized I screwed up. Yeah, this should be good. I thought I could do it here. But like the actual... I guess not. I guess I do have to be in a very... Oh no, here it is. Yeah, here's the North Pole. Oh no, I'm the South Pole. What am I doing? I was like, that's Solanum right there. That's... I don't want to be there. Yeah, it's not quite there. God. I'll just try to go back in and see if I can... I forgot Brittle Hollow doesn't always work. I'm sure there is a mod where you can show the surfaces of the quantum moon, which is really cool. And I'll probably throw that on here sometime soon so we could really test to see how they all are. You know, and how they all function together as a team. There we go. Now we're good. Okay. There we go. Let's go meet a friend. Or make a friend, I guess. And then we can... Oh. Sorry about that. All right. We fulfilled that. Now we're back on the Timber Hearth one. So I think what I'll do... Yeah, because I don't even know where my ship is, so let's just go ahead and do this. And when we wake up, we'll sleep by the fire and go from there. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying, now that I know the game's logic won't force me to be out of my suit for like ridiculous amounts of time and I have to like glitch in and out of places. I'm going to probably do that a lot more often. That one and the random spawn. I'd love to see how those work together. Oop. Right, because I've done random spawn before and gotten on Timber Hearth, spawned on Timber Hearth, as not just the last playthrough I did, but spawned on, I've done one off camera, spawned on Timber Hearth, not gotten the launch codes until I'd already traveled to, or I should say warped to, the Twins, Brittle Hollow, and Giant's Deep. Any others? Yeah, that was it, because you can't warp to Dark Bramble. But after all that, I was finally able to get the launch codes, which was wild that the game knew, because I didn't know one way or another how the gameplay was going to go. And it wasn't until I was forced to see what my options were that I found a way to get outside the village and to get to other planets with those warp pads and things like that. And found out that when you're on... Where am I going? When you're on Ash Twin, you warp to Ash Twin, it pops you up above the sand if the warp pad isn't visible yet. Things like that. Like, I just didn't know that that would happen, you know. Let's see. You're going that way, so they are too. Yeah, they are too. All right. Let's get ourselves a warp core. I thought it'd be lower. Dang. It might be low enough still, though. I do have doubts. Maybe. Yeah, I think we're good. And the great thing is, with the randomizer here, if it's still not quite dropped down the sand, you could still warp. Let's see if it will let me. Yeah, it'll let me. I know it will. Try this again. God, that kills me. I'm gonna grab you. Oh, there. I'm so glad that turns off the whole thing, because when the ATP is going crazy, when I have like random orbits on and things like that, it's so nice that that first one is what turns it all off and allows me to catch my breath. Let's go to Bramble again. Turn right. That was not the correct one. Okay, it was the left. Okay. I'll get this eventually. Off we go. No Bramble there. There. There we go. I don't know why I'm thinking of this. Probably because I'm going to Bramble and it just kind of reminds me of something earthy and beneath the earth. If you haven't checked it out, a really great soundtrack is The Longing, if anyone's played that. I'm not going to play it. I haven't played it, and I'm not going to... No offense, it's just I don't have 400 hours to spare, because it's definitely one of those kind of idle games. Now, there are ways to get past the 400 hours. Like, you don't need to wait that entire length of time if you know certain secrets, but you still have to wait a good bit doing very little. So... I will say, though, that, yeah, the soundtrack is just 100%. I love it so much. Lord Redstone and Erdstall, I think those two artists. There was a third, I swear, I just don't remember their name, and I hate that I don't. But easily the best tracks on there, for me at least, are The King, the synth, the intensity of the synth in that song is so haunting, and I don't know, I love it so much. Feels very dark and royal in a weird way. Then the Outside World, which I think kind of has the same keys, if I remember correctly. That's a really, really, really great one. I've listened to that one quite a bit. Both of them. Then Dreams of a Well, which is a much dreamier version of the Outside World. And only some of it. I really wish it went for longer, but oh well. It's a really great song. There's also other great songs like Crystals. Oh, another really fantastic one is Caverns of Endless. It's got, I think in parentheses, edit after that. But man, I think that one's Erdstall. That one's it's so simple yet, God, it's a mood, man. It's a mood. All right, let us be rid of it. Hey, I'm back. I can't even do my landing cam. Velocity matched. I'm back. Let's see if I can do this. Nope, I cannot. I aimed wrong. There we go. Whoa. What the hell? You know I need to fix your stuff here. Your spaceship's malfunctioning. Let's see. Was that it? No, that was not it. Was it? Yeah, it was. Then you. Let's see if it'll be friendly this time. And then finally you. Oh, that was close. All right. Well, okay, let's check again. 62. Got 11 more? God. Well, 62 out of 87. Let's head to the Eye of the Universe. Goal completed. Ignoring ice physics traps since you aren't wearing the suit yet. Oh, I gotta... Did the goal complete get me a check? Let me check. Yeah, it does say 87 out of 87. Okay, yeah, gotcha. Weird. That's really weird. I don't know why that would give me a check. I've never known of that giving me... Maybe I just haven't paid attention. Either way, we finally did it. Let's see our Echo's villain, as per usual. Our high-res sun. Our low-res eye. And no quantum moon. That's all right, though. We did it. We might have run into a few obstacles along the way, but we still did a sub 2-hour run, so I'm pretty happy about that. Thanks so much for joining me. This has been a lot of fun. Like I said, I'm going to start incorporating suitless and shipless, which will be the random spawn for shipless, as much as I can now, because also I know that I start these out all the same way on Timber Hearth, and I'm definitely trying to get away from that, so it's not just the same thing for the first 20, 30 minutes. That kind of a deal. So expect more of a variety of things like that here soon. Once again, thanks for joining. I appreciate it, and until the next one, I'll see ya.